tell you something. We planned with Kogi to start shooting at 9. It is
11.
12.
I got here at 11 though.
Hi guys.
Hi, how you doing?
It's a cold day today, so unfortunately we won't be having wine. We're having hot beverages because it's good for a change. A rest is as good as a change. Or what is? Forget it. A change is as good as a rest. Yes. But I hope you've been good. I hope you've been doing okay. I hope you've been drinking your water. I hope you've been smashing those goals. Yeah. I just hope you've been wholesome and have had peace of mind. So today we're going to talk about, first of all, before we start, I'm Sheila.
And I'm Kogi. You can call me one boy.
Still her names.
You can call me either.
Kogi is not a nickname, by the way. It's her name actually. So
Modomoge. Somebody clever. Kogi. Small but clever. That's all I'm saying, guys.
You don't say.
No, I don't say.
So today we're going to do on our first video we actually talked about how to manage or how to balance your social life, your work life, your school life. If you have two things going on for you, how to balance that. But we weren't able to do that because the video was a bit too long. So yeah, today we're going to do that.
Yeah, so we're just going to talk about, so in the first video we talked about how to get your dream job and how to work with brands and how to deal with all of that. But now we're actually talking about when you're in that space, how do you find balance between either work and life or school and life, whatever it is that takes a bulk of your time, because sometimes it can get really overwhelming. I don't know about you, like this is the week that I've had, guys. Wow. Wow. Like even that balance, I'm the one who needs that video. That
It's
video
like talking to
balance, I need it.
We're talking to ourselves actually.
Because it's not that we're perfect or we've mastered work-life balance, but there are those times when you're really working on trying to balance the two, trying to minimize your stress and cortisol levels, trying to just be in a better space. So we're just going to share the tips that we are trying to add to our own lives.
We're reminding ourselves to practice.
So it's not that we're perfect and we've mastered that. Don't be fooled by our Instagram feeds making you think like we got it all together. Well, let me tell you, we just go with the flow.
Yeah. So should you start or?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. The first one for me, what I do. Sometime back, someone asked me how I prioritize, how I plan my week. So I'm a big fan of writing it down. I have a notebook. I carry 2 notebooks with me.
Yes.
One for content and the other one is my journal. So I write everything down, then I prioritize it from there. So it's if I have to go for a shoot, or I have to go for a launch, or I have to go content create, or I have to write them down. Then I start giving them timelines according to the urgency. So that really works for me, because when I'm done with the task I cancel it and I feel so good when I cancel it, because now it's so stands for treat yourself, you know.
Yes.
Take yourself
you deserve
out.
It, girl.
Sleep. Take a nap.
You've earned it.
Yes, so that really works for me. So write it down, and it's easier to plan yourself when you write things down or you note them down, even on your phone or
For me, it is use your Google Calendar, darlings. Sheila recently
Why you shouting?
No,
Why are you shouting?
said, darlings,
Why you being
please.
too loud?
Use your Google Calendar. It's there to help you. It's there to make your life easier. Because I have work, I have my own brand, I have my own social life. Like I have so many things going on.
Yes.
And in work and in my workspace, you get to meet a lot of people. You get to attend a lot of events. You also get to have a lot of meetings. So if I don't use Google Calendar, I will forget. Because and then the advantage is if you have one consolidated calendar. Like the calendar on my phone has my personal Gmail, my work Gmail, and my. If me and Sheila talk and we say we're going to grab drinks on this day or we're going to meet at this place, I'm just going to write the name of the restaurant and put the time and set a reminder 30 minutes to the meeting and then another 10 minutes to the meeting in case I got so busy and I forgot. It really helps you manage your day. And so you don't feel that overwhelmed because you already have your tasks for the day. In the morning, you look at your calendar, you know, okay, I'm meant to be at this and this place at this time. After that, I have this and this is the time I have free. Or rather, to choose what I want to do with that time. Do I want to take a nap? Do I want to create content? And then now to just, it helps you manage your schedule.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, we're in a book club and Kogi sent us an invite on Google. To be honest, I just check my mails. I don't... when it's emergency or if it's important, I reply. But now,
So basically, my calendar invite was not
no,
that's all she's saying.
She sent
Guys.
it. And me, okay, to be honest, I was ignorant. I didn't know that you're supposed to say yes or no because it was an invite. So I'm like, okay, this is so extra. This is cool. Okay, so I've seen it. So I know in my head that I've seen it, but I didn't reply. So she was like,
Hi, and the rest of
you
this,
don't reply to my Google
like,
calendar.
the
I'm like,
whole-
wow,
let
you
me tell
actually
you.
reply to that.
Yes, the whole, let me tell you, after a phone call, so at work, I'll call a client. The client will say, oh yeah, let's meet at 10 a.m. on Monday. If I don't put it on my calendar immediately. So on the book club group, we all agreed on the date. So I sent out an invite. I was very ignorant to assume that everyone uses their Google calendar. So 2 days to the event, to the meeting date, I asked, who's coming? Then everyone is responding. I'm like, guys, that's why I sent you a Google calendar, so I don't have to follow up. So that because it has 3 options. You say yes, you say no, you say maybe.
Yes.
So if on that day you might have another engagement, maybe. If you know for a fact you're free on that day, you lock it down and say yes. If you know for a fact you won't be available, no. So that I don't have to reach out to every single member to be like, oh, so are you attending? And are you attending? And are you attending? It just saves on time, guys.
Okay,
but now they've learned.
Now we know, yes. We've
For
learned.
this month's meetup, they all responded in good time. And the advantage of the Google calendar, it's not permanent.
Yes, you can
If it's
change
2
it.
days to the event and you fall sick or you won't be able to attend or you travel, you just put it as no. So it gives me an immediate update when you change your mind or when your schedule becomes too tight for you to attend. So use your Google calendar, guys. Yeah.
So the other one for me is you need to be okay with having long hours. By long hours is, I mean, if you're planning to do work or have school and still have a social life and still do things on the side, your side hustle, you can't be doing the same hours as someone who just wants to go to work and come back home and sleep.
Yeah,
you know,
it's true.
you need to accept those long hours. It doesn't mean that you labor for long hours, but what I mean by long hours is Kogi works from, is it 9 to 6?
Yeah.
9 to 6. 9 to 6, if it was a normal person, angeenda nyumbani, you see, but she has maybe events in the evening and it's not really work, though it's work.
Yeah, it helps you to work.
Yes,
but it's also networking.
Yes. So she needs to accept that car from 6 to whatever time. She needs to be at a certain place, and it needs to come from you. You can't be expecting to get results if you're just like a normal person. You
just like after your 9 to 6, you go home, you sleep.
Yes.
It's alright to do that, but sometimes, especially because there are people who they've already developed these relationships, they've already built them. They don't like my partner. He doesn't need to attend this event. He rarely shows up for any of these things, socializing, gigs, all those things, because he already knows these people. So during specific events during the day, he will make time and he will go. But things that have to do with the evening, he won't attend. But for me, because I haven't built that kind of relationships with a lot of these people, and like we said in that first video, if you haven't watched it, we'll link it on the description box, or up here somewhere. There's a way you can do that. So networking is important, and networking is not seeing someone once, giving them your business card and disappearing. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to keep seeing these same people, and that's how, even when they're having something and you normally they invite someone from the company, they'll be inviting you in the capacity of yourself. Like they say, Womboy, come and attend this, or like specifically they don't just say send someone from Yami to attend, you know.
Yeah. So you need to put in the work. You need to accept the long hours. For me, I'm not a morning person. If I wake up in the morning, it's either I'm editing my videos or I'm watching YouTube or something to do with something, not something serious. So I get a bit active midday, then I'm not active in the afternoon. So at night is when I really concentrate on my work. So you also have to learn yourself. Like for me, I'm not employed per se, so I'm a bit flexible. But if you are employed, then you need to know that from this time to this time, I'm the most active. So I need to get all my work done, so that so that you have free time to do other things and blah blah blah, etc etc. Because most of the time people don't even know when they're most active.
Yeah, it's true.
And you know, it would be easier to do your things and finish earlier than start scrambling to do them last minute, you know. Like if she was to go to work in the morning and she knows she's a morning person, she'll do everything in the morning so that when it's lunchtime she can do whatever, she can watch whatever, so that when she goes home she's not as tired, as, you know, she has the ability to read her book or unwind without feeling too stressed. So yeah, check on your hours.
My point would be keep time. Like, I know I ran late for the shoot. I'm still going to make up for it because we're still going to finish whatever we set out. But it's very important for you to, because you see, if you run behind on schedule, that's another, like, that's where Google Calendar really keeps you in check, because it sends you a reminder. You can set your reminder an hour to the time, 30 minutes to the time, and with Apple products you can put like frequent, like it repeats every 10 minutes, because sometimes you're busy, maybe the alarm goes or the reminder goes and you're on a phone call, or when you're working on a proposal and you don't really remember, then it prompts you again. Like on my laptop, it literally has a countdown. It'll tell me 10 minutes to your meeting with Sheila, and then it'll keep going down, 8 minutes, 6 minutes, and you see you're still at the office, so you're seeing. So it's easier for you to now send a message and be like, hey, I'm running a bit late, let's start at this and this time, and then you know, it helps you plan yourself. So it's very important. That's something that I've really been appreciating lately, but especially for my after work activities, attending these events, and all the plans I have for in the evenings. I am learning to keep time for them. And now the struggle with this Kenyan market is that you're going to be on freaking time. We had an event this week and Sheila and I both attended. Why are you looking at me like that?
Do you know the launch I went for Jana? Do you know it was meant to start at 3, and I was guilt tripping myself because I'm like, I reached there at like 4:30, and I was like, guy, I only have 3 minutes to shoot everything. I'm so sad. Do you know they hadn't started?
What do you mean?
They started at 5:30. I was so mad. I was like, yo, now the guilt turned into anger.
Yes, I'm like, you're so frustrated. That was me at that event we met at Movenpick. This guy said 6 o'clock. So in my head, I'm like, 6 means 6:30. Let me tell you, we were officially being welcomed by the MC at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
This event was meant to start at 6 o'clock. I had personally planned for myself that I will get to this at this time. And that's a difference. No racism, no colorism, but culture-wise, white people keep time.
It's actually very
Yesterday,
true.
I went for a tasting. It was being organized by South Africans and an Italian. And it was incredible because the guests were late. They didn't start on time, but they only had 30 minutes allowance. It was meant to, no, actually an hour, because it was meant to start at 1:30. It started at 2:15. They literally give you 45 minutes, and then we started. Everyone else found us rolling, so they were not even sure which first wine was, which was, because I got there 30 minutes later, because I knew in as much as these people will keep time, the guests won't keep time. So
on a Saturday,
you know, so even another time I attended some networking thing at Capital Club. It was being run by white people. They kept time. They give you 20 minutes. They say, okay, so we're going to be starting in 20 minutes. In the time that they're meant to start, they have that courtesy. In this Kenyan event that we went for, that was meant to start at 6 o'clock, no one took the mic. So the event was happening. We were ushered in, we took the photos, we sat down, we were given bitings. But where's the courtesy? Why is, you've paid an MC, why is the MC not coming up here and saying, welcome guys, I know we're running a bit late on time, enjoy your drinks, network with people, do this and this. She was saying that at 8. When we were there for Jana,
you'd have, hey, Jesus, I don't even want to talk about it because
so the
Lord hold me back.
Learn which type of events you're going for. It's okay to say no, because like right now, when I start feeling overwhelmed by my after work networking and attendance, I say no to quite a number of them, because I have to weigh how important it is. If it's something that I know they're doing it every month, I can skip this month and come next month. But if it's just once in a, like the launch we attended, and those things that you know you're only going to meet these people once a year or once in 2 years, because they don't host events that frequently. So yeah, guys, it's very important. You can run late, but run reasonably late. Don't, like, even event organizers, please guys, wow, like, please. And then I think it's because we all have a mentality. When I was leaving for that 6 o'clock event, I talked to my partner. I said, oh yeah, I'm leaving. He said, what time is the event? I said 6. He said, you're leaving so early. I said, I'm leaving early. It's like, yeah, you're leaving early. You're leaving to attend. So everyone thinks that, and then he said that, but I still left and I went for the event. Most people say, you're leaving early, let's leave at 7. And then now, because the event is the guests. The event is not an event without the guests.
It's true, actually.
Because whoever is organizing something, they're trying to give something or educate something, or it's just for the guests.
Yes,
basically.
Influence the masses.
It's not really for themselves. The impact is in the attendance. So when half the guests are not there, because I really don't blame the event guys. Sometimes I blame the attendant. It depends on which event
it was the attenders, because them they were set up, them they were ready. Because also me, I'm telling you, if you went for the Jana one, Kogi, me I was just dishkile. You know, the whole way from that way I was contemplating on how I'm going to blast them on IG. I was so mad. I'm like, Aki, how do you do this?
And how do you play with someone's time like that? Because personally for me, for my friends know I will be the last one to get ready. It's not I'm trying to disrespect him. But when it comes to official business, if we set a time, it is very important for you to keep time for those things. Because it shows your respect for this person's time.
Yes.
If we say 10 o'clock and you see you're running late, there's always traffic, there's always emergencies, it's alright. Communicate.
Exactly.
There is nothing worse than you're meant to meet someone at 10. At 10 you're there, the person doesn't say anything until 10:30 to say, oh hi, sorry. Listen, 1:45, 10:02, when you get that prompt from Google Calendar telling you your meeting is in 10 minutes, if you know you're not going to be there in that 10 minutes, call the person, send a text, say, listen, I know we're meeting at this time, I'm stuck, but I'm already on my way and I'll be there in a bit. Then they'll tell you whether to still go or not, because sometimes someone has back-to-back meetings. If I have back-to-back, I don't have time to reschedule my meeting with you unless if it was a 1 hour meeting, I make it 30 minutes. If it was a 30-minute meeting, I make it 15 minutes. So it's very important. Know what you're keeping time. Like if it's social for me, like me and my friends know I will be the latest one. I will be the last one.
Can I just tell you that for blankets, I got off work. I came cooked for this, guys. I cooked a whole meal, as in
let me give you guys a disclaimer. Listen, this is how many girls? 3 girls getting ready.
Were you waiting for each other in the bathroom?
No, see, everyone was helping everyone out.
Exactly, like you can do your own makeup, you guys. It's not a
like one doesn't do her own. Like I did your makeup, I did her makeup.
Yeah,
she was helping.
If it was like me, if it was like me who knows nothing about makeup, Nisawa.
Even Esther doesn't know.
Are you serious?
Okay, now she knows, but at the time she used to rely on me. And then you were also relying on me,
guys.
Because each girl takes 1 hour 20 minutes. That one I have to, because she also had to get ready. She cooked and she did all those things, and then she got ready. We did her makeup in 30 minutes.
Literally
30 minutes, because she showered while we were still getting ready. Listen, it's different. It's not one person who took 4 hours, because I'm sure you guys have that one friend who takes 4 hours on their own.
It's Cookie. It's not even that one friend, it is her.
I don't take 4 hours.
We digress. So the other thing is for you to be sane, for you to be mentally okay, for you to be healthy, it's okay to be unproductive sometimes. If your body has refused, maybe I take this one too seriously, because I'll wake up and my eyes will refuse to open. I'm like, my body has refused. Let me go back to sleep. But okay, on a serious note, if your body has refused, if you feel like nikiamka hapa baby nitaenda kwa barabara, there's no need. If you can take a day off, sleep, Netflix and chill the whole day, do your own thing, go swim or something, do something that you like. It's okay to be unproductive. Don't let society pressure you. Kwanza our parents are those ones for and they work until they crash, and I'm like, wow. He remain me mwenye, I don't push myself to the limits, to the point of crashing, like especially for my dad. He's those ones we have to tell him, check it, no, you're not going anywhere. How's the rest? Because if we don't, it's time for him, because clearly he cannot do that by himself.
Yes. And also I think it's also important for you to have friends in the same industry or in the same course that you're doing, like people who you can vent to and they'll understand your struggle. Because I can go and I can come and tell someone this is what I'm going through, but if they don't really understand, they'll be there for me. They'll offer a listening ear, but because they haven't been in the same situation or understand the situation, it's not the same. Because if you're studying law, it's easier when you have not all your friends we are not saying all of them, we're just saying a few of your friends. It helps when they're in the same industry or in the same course, because if you're studying law school and you've been struggling with constitutional law or family law, and you're like, wow, when you're venting to your friend who is also studying or has studied the same course, because they don't have to be in the same year as you. It can be someone who finished law school 3 years ago, and they still remember the struggle, and they'll be like, oh, your attachment is just frustrating you. That judge you are assigned to has been giving you grief, so just it makes it easier, because this person will be like, oh, constitution is stressing you. Weirdly enough, it's my strength, it's what I'm good at, so over time they will help you grasp the content that you need to grasp, have the knowledge, and find it easier. So I think it's very important to have friends within the same industry.
Also, they don't belittle your struggle.
Yes.
For me, I tell people I'm so tired of content creation, I have a creative, is it a creator's block or something, and they're like, kazi pekee unafanya and you're tired, and I'm like, wow, I'm not even going to explain to you what I go through, but I wish I had someone like I could tell, and they would understand. They would understand my struggle. Cheeky. Kogi is cancelled, I'm sorry, I can't deal. Wow. So yeah, it really helps. So my last 2 points, I will put them together because they really go hand in hand. First is, if you have long hours, try to look for a hobby that is not taxing. It could be reading a book, it could be YouTube videos, it could be Netflix and chill, it could be taking a walk. You don't have to now you're working 10 to 10 or whatever hours, and you want to go and swim. My friend, life is unfair like that. You have to adjust accordingly. Then also keep away from draining and unhealthy relationships.
Yes, please. For the people at the back now, I don't think they had you now.
Keep away from draining and unhealthy relationships.
Yes.
Because they might not weigh you down physically, but emotionally they will, or mentally, and you're just tired. You don't know why you're tired, but you're tired. Because this person ameshinda kula akili, and you don't know what the problem is. So we have no time for that in 2019.
No, nobody got time.
So please, for the sake of your health, mentally, emotionally, just keep away.
And to add on to the previous point about finding time to do the things that matter to you, one of the practices that I've fallen off the wagon but I had started doing is the 1 hour before bed is for me. It's not for my Instagram. It's not for me to scroll on. It's for me to do something I enjoy. Because you see, Instagram, we don't really do it because we enjoy. We're so used to it. It's like part of drinking water in the morning. But even when you're sitting somewhere and maybe you're at the waiting area at the bank, you're on Instagram. You're on Instagram because it's a habit. So to form better habits, and that 1 hour is no phone unless you're talking to your significant other. If you have one, midnight. I'm never on phone until midnight. Who's on phone until midnight?
Me. I'm asleep by 9.
Sheila, do you want me to show them the text?
Okay, we continue.
Do you want me to show them? Anyway, so I spend that 1 hour. I make sure I do my skincare. I read a chapter. I have my cardamom tea, and it helps your body. You've had a hectic day. You've been doing things you must do, even if you don't want to do them. So it's that time you choose what you want to do with your time yourself. So you do something that relaxes your body, and you can even use a meditation app. Like something that just gives you that woosa. You could be watching a calming YouTube video. It doesn't have to be a book if you're not a book person. But don't watch that violent movie or play that violent game, because your dreams are most likely going to utashinda ukiamka usiku. Like something more relaxing. It really, really helps. And then now my last
hey, the devil shall not prosper. The devil
is trying me. And my last point is change up your routine often. Sometimes, especially for creatives, it's easier. If you have like a 9 to 5 job, if you have a full daytime job, you make it such, like, I fall into that trap. That's why I had to make sure that my 1 hour is to myself. Because sometimes I read a book, sometimes I watch an Uke video, sometimes I watch Lydia Denga, sometimes I actually just listen to a podcast before bed, and I normally fall asleep 20 minutes into the same. So it's very important for you to change up your routine. In the morning, sometimes if you used to do this same workouts, try and change it up.
Yes.
If you're mainly focusing on your abs and your back, try legs. Like just change things up. Change your tea. There's so many tea options in the tea aisle now. You know, change the tea you drink, change up your breakfast. Because like my partner was struggling with breakfast. He used to eat oats. He has a really, really big cup, this almost like this, but like it's really big. It's like a bowl cup.
Oh yeah, I know.
And
those
he has
ones.
oats, and his oats he doesn't have them like porridge, he has them more liquidy. So
Okay.
he can literally have that in 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, and be out of the house. But it got to a point he got tired of oats, because so you wake up, you shower, you have your oats, you go to work, you come back, you play a game of PlayStation, you watch Netflix, you eat dinner, you sleep. So changing it up. So like right now he makes mean sandwiches, and like he's really switched up his breakfast, and it's helped him. He's more psyched in the morning.
You look forward to it.
Yes, because you're like, I can't wait to make that cheese sandwich tomorrow for breakfast. Sorry guys.
Who be that calling?
So yeah, make sure you try and switch up your routine. Give yourself an hour. It doesn't even have to be in the evening. Maybe you're a morning person. Give yourself that 1 hour in the morning. Do a nice workout, not a strenuous workout reasons for I must go to the gym. Like if you enjoy leg days, if you're those weird people, if you enjoy
even morning glories workout.
but you know, Sheila said it's true. If you prefer yoga, like let it be something you enjoy, not something you're doing because you're trying to hit a goal. You're trying to, because sometimes, you know, our body is like, it's very delicate. That's why people you fall sick, because you're not really conscious about your life. That's why there's so many lifestyle diseases now, because everyone is just thinking about work. Let's do this, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this, but you're not really giving back to yourself and pouring into yourself. So it's very important for you to do even the meals that you have. Take yourself for a nice dinner in the evening for an hour, a nice lunch, or even a breakfast date, you know, like do those small things. You'll even realize that your state of mind is getting better. So yeah, let us know in the comment section what are your, you know, work-life balance tips or school life balance tips,
or even relationships. You know, relationship is work.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, but I'm just deriving.
Yeah, so let us know. Make sure you like this video if you like it. If you like our content, subscribe,
binge watch.
Yes, tell your friends about it, tell your mom about it, tell your sister, tell everybody. Yes, but thank you so much for watching. Bye.